a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Yakutsk. Yakutsk is the capital city of the Sakha Republic, Russia, located about 450 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle. Population: Yakutsk is a major port on the Lena River. It is served by the Yakutsk Airport as well as the smaller Magan Airport. It is a major supplier of diamonds. With an average temperature of 8.8 C, Yakutsk is the second coldest major city in the world after Norilsk, but Yakutsk sees colder temperatures in the winter. History. The Yakuts, also known as the Sakha people, migrated to the area in the 13th and 14th centuries from other parts of Siberia. When they arrived, they mixed with other indigenous Siberians in the area. The Russian settlement of Yakutsk was founded in 1632 as an ostrog by Pyotr Beketov. In 1639, it became the center of a voivodstvo. The voivoda of Yakutsk soon became the most important Russian official in the region and directed expansion to the east and south. Yakutsk did not grow into a city until the discovery of large reserves of gold and other minerals in the 1880s and 1890s. These reserves were developed extensively during industrialization under Stalin. The rapid growth of forced labor camps in Siberia was also a major factor encouraging Yakutsk's development. Climate. With an extreme subarctic climate, Yakutsk has the coldest winter temperatures for any major city on Earth. Average monthly temperatures in Yakutsk range from plus 19.5 C in July to 38.6 C in January, and only Norilsk has a lower mean annual temperature for any settlement of over 100,000. Yakutsk is the largest city built on continuous permafrost, and many houses there are built on concrete piles. The lowest temperatures ever recorded on the planet outside Antarctica occurred in the basin of the Lena River to the northeast of Yakutsk, making it the coldest major city in the world. Although winters are extremely cold and long, Yakutsk has never recorded a temperature above freezing between 10 November and the 14th of March. Inclusive summers are warm, with daily maximum temperatures occasionally exceeding plus 30 C, making the seasonal temperature differences for the region the greatest in the world. The lowest temperature recorded in Yakutsk was 64.4 C on the 5th of February 1891, and the highest temperatures plus 38.4 C on the 17th of July 2011, and plus 38.3 C on the 15th of July 1943. The hottest month in records going back to 1834 has been July 1894, with a mean of plus 23.2 C, and the coldest, January 1900, which averaged 51.2 C. Yakutsk has a distinct inland location, being almost 1,000 kilometers from the Pacific Ocean, which, coupled with the high latitude, means exposure to severe winters and also lack of temperature moderation. July temperatures soar to an above normal average. For this parallel, with the average being several degrees hotter than such more southerly Far East cities as Vladivostok or Yuzhno-Sakhalinsk. The July daytime temperatures are even hotter than some marine subtropical areas. The warm summers ensure that Yakutsk, despite its freezing winters, is far south of the tree line. The climate is quite dry, with most of the annual precipitation occurring in the warmest months, due to the intense Siberian high forming around the very cold continental air during the winter. However, summer precipitation is not heavy since the moist southeasterly winds from the Pacific Ocean lose their moisture over the coastal mountains well before reaching the Lena Valley. With the Lena River navigable in the summer, there are various boat cruises offered, including upriver to the Lena Pillars, and downriver tours which visit spectacular scenery in the Lower reaches and the Lena Delta. Culture. There are several theaters in Yakutsk: the State Russian Drama Theater, named after A.S. Pushkin; the Sakha Theater, named after P.A.R. Yunsky; the Swarno Maloon Young Spectators Theater; and the State Academic Opera and Ballet Theater, named after D.K. Shevtsev. There are a number of museums as well: the National Fine Arts Museum of Sakha, the Museum of Local Law and History, named after E. Yaroslavsky, and the only museums in the world dedicated to the humus and permafrost. The annual Yakutsk Summer Festival takes place the last weekend in June. The traditional Yakutsk summer solstice festivities include a celebration of the revival and renewal of the nature, fertility, and beginning of a new year. It is accompanied by nationally Yakut rituals and ceremonies, folk dancing, horse racing, Yakut ethnic music and singing, national cuisine, and competitions in traditional Yakut sports. Administrative and municipal status. Yakutsk is the capital of the Sakha Republic. As an inhabited locality, Yakutsk is classified as a city under Republic jurisdiction. Within the framework of administrative divisions, it is, together with the settlement of Zhe and 11 rural localities, incorporated as the city of Republic significance of Yakutsk, an administrative unit with a status equal to that of the districts. As a municipal division, Yakutsk and the 11 rural localities are incorporated as Yakutsk Urban Okrug. The settlement of Zhe is not a part of Yakutsk Urban Okrug and is independently incorporated as Zhe Urban Okrug. Divisional source. Transportation. Yakutsk is a destination of the Lena Highway. The city's connection to the highway is only accessible by ferry in the summer, or in the dead of winter, directly over the frozen Lena River, as Yakutsk lies entirely on its western bank. And there is no bridge anywhere in the Sakha Republic that crosses the Lena. The river is impassable for long periods of the year, when it contains loose ice, when the ice cover is not thick enough to support traffic, or when the water level is too high, and the river is turbulent with spring flooding. The highway ends on the eastern bank of Lena in Nizhny Bestayok, an urban-type settlement of some 4,000 people. Yakutsk is connected with Magadan by the Kolymyr Highway. A road bridge over the Lena is scheduled to be built by 2020. The bridge had originally been planned to be a dual-use railroad and road bridge, so the Amur-Yakutsk main line, the north-south railroad being extended from the south, could connect the city with the east-west Baikal-Amur main line. The railway reached the settlement of Nizhny Bestayok, on the opposite bank of the Lena from Yakutsk. In November 2011, the bridge will be over 3 kilometers long and constructed 40 kilometers upriver at Tabaga, where the river narrows, and does not create a wide flooded area in spring. In the dead of winter, the frozen Lena makes for a passable highway for ice truckers using its channel to deliver provisions to far-flung outposts. Yakutsk is also connected to other parts of Russia by Yakutsk Airport. Education and research. MK Amasov Northeastern Federal University is situated in the city. There is also a branch of the Russian Academy of Sciences, which contains, among other things, the Institute of Cosmophysical Research, which runs the Yakutsk Extensive Air Shower Installation, and the Yakutsk Permafrost Institute, developed with the aim of solving the serious and costly problems associated with construction of buildings on frozen soil. At the primary and secondary levels, the city has a number of UNESCO-associated schools, including the Sakha Turkish College, Sakha French School, Sakha Korean School, and School 6. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?